Welcome to the KIMI KATO show. Welcome back. KIMI, man, what your guest today, you outdid yourself, my friend. You brought in someone that's going to elevate this show to a whole new level. And, I want to
Yeah,
tell
boy.
you this. Yeah, right. The show is about KIMI KATO show. Topics, fantastic hot topics, captivating exploration of Japanese pop culture every week. Kimmy takes us into a deep dive into the colorful realms of Japan's music scene, anime, fashion, film, and cuisine. And what are we talking about today, Kimmy?
Yeah, so I got a note from this guy that I've always
This guy.
looked up to. Yeah, this guy that he's a
Intrigued
guy.
already.
guy,
I'm
okay.
intrigued.
Yeah, he's been a long time friend, but as well as a super cool dude that I've worked with in the past as well. I mean, I love the way he works. I want to talk about that when during our show today. But a friend wrote to me and he said he was in LA and do you want to meet up? So I said, shit, why don't you come on my show? And so, what your show is about? And I told him what I'm doing, and we said, well, you've got to meet Jeremiah on the KIMI KATO show. So this friend is Jeff Miyahara.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big round of applause to me and all of you people out there listening on the radio, on podcasts. Love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, what a blessing. Again, as you were saying
Female
earlier.
demographic, don't forget, 61% female demographic.
That's
20
amazing.
29 to
I'm speaking to
49.
all the yes, and the females are also lucky because not only do they get to hear about Japan, but like you're one of the best people to be doing that.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
There's really not that many. So I've been in Japan for a really long time now. But we haven't had that many people like crossover entertainment wise and multiculturally and sports and all this stuff. But like you've done an awesome job, really. And thank you for representing Japan as well as the music industry and just all the handsome men in the world. Mr. Kimi Kato, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be complimenting you. This show is about Jeff Miyahara, not about me.
Yeah. So once again, thank you all. My
Yes,
name is
he
Jeff
is
Miyahara.
representing. He is,
Yeah.
Jeff, you're right. He's representing all the handsome men out there, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
You
for
said you were
allowing me to
gonna-
be one of those.
Handsome by
man. Thank
default.
you,
You
thank
come
you.
on the show, you're handsome.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's my turn to embarrass Jeff Miyahara.
Please.
Okay, so Jeff Miyahara.
Yes.
He was born in Los Angeles.
Yes, that's right.
He's an Angelino.
Angelino.
Jeff brings a rich multicultural heritage to everything he touches.
Oh, my goodness.
With deep roots in Japanese and Korean traditions. With an unparalleled track record of chart-topping hits and an impressive 44 million CDs and digital sales.
Woo! That's not streams. That's actually
that
physical sales. Congrats,
incredible.
Japan.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
Jeff,
you. Thank you.
Does that happen
Accolades.
anymore? Doesn't
Yes,
happen.
it still does.
It still does?
I know. Sorry. Sorry, you were still introducing me.
Yeah,
but,
I am, yes.
But it's totally cool. Thank you. It does still happen, Jeremiah.
Yes, it does.
On a weekly basis, depending on the artist, we actually still sell 1 million copies of these CDs.
Well, in the Japanese music market, the physical still constitutes 60% of the entire music industry.
Yeah.
So 40% digital, 60% physical.
Mhm.
In America, it's 90% digital,
Yeah.
10% physical.
Yes. Please, thank you. I would love to hear more of the intro.
Yes,
Please flatter me
yes.
more. I want to feel good right now.
So Jeff's accolades include the prestigious Songwriter of the Year award.
Thank you.
At the Japan Record Awards.
Thank you.
In 2009
Mm.
for JUJU and Jade.
Ashita ga Kurunara.
Ashita Kurunara.
Yes. 久々に日本語喋りましたね。
Yes. His talent for creating hits was further showcased in 2013 when he discovered the extraordinary artist Chris Hart.
Thank you. Yeah.
Leading over 1.3 million CD sales.
A fellow American as well, too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And crowning as the best project of the year at the Japan Record Awards.
Yeah.
Accumulating in a breathtaking performance at the esteemed NHK Kohaku Uta Gassen within just sixth month of his debut.
Super fast.
So Chris Hart is a famous artist, like just mentioned, born in San Francisco Bay Area, who developed an interest in Japanese music, language, and culture when he was 12 years old after taking Japanese class at school in Palo Alto Unified School District.
Right.
He majored in music and Japanese and moved to Japan. And he took a job as a vending machine guy.
That's exactly right. It's wild. He was actually, I don't know if I can say this, but proactive. He was actually repairing
Right.
the proactive machines in Japan. That's pretty cool.
And Jeff found this guy.
Mhm.
He produces the album for Chris Hart. He produces many songs. And he becomes a star. Anyways, so
Thanks.
whatever Jeff touches, it turns to gold or platinum.
Turns to gold.
Sometimes diamond as well too. Just want to
Yes.
let you know.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyways, and then yeah, so Jeff is a driving force to, you know, songwriting, production for top artists, Japanese and in the Japanese music industry, including Amuro Namie,
Yeah.
Daichi Miura,
Yeah.
Kana Nishino,
Yeah.
SMAP,
Mm.
third generation J Soul Brothers, One OK Rock,
Yeah.
One OK Rock, One OK Rock, as
One
they
of
say.
yeah.
UVERworld, Nissy, MIYAVI, and many, many others. His influence extend globally, having crafted sensational hits for renowned international artists such as Girls' Generation,
Yes.
EXO, NCT 127, BoA, and Boys to Men. So, with over 25 years of experience as a music producer across Japan, the United States, and South Korea, Jeff continues to shape the industry with his boundless creativity and vision. And beyond music,
Yeah.
Jeff is a passionate tech enthusiast and a co-founder of Collection, spelled KLKTN,
Yes.
a pioneering blockchain company backed by Animoca, dedicated in creating digital collectibles and immersive virtual landscapes with Japan's most prominent manga and anime titles.
Yeah.
As a co-founder of the esteemed Hitmaker Global Academy, a distinguished creative art high school and college in Singapore, Jeff is committed to nurturing the next generation of artistic talent. He also serves as an honorary educational advisor at the iconic Tokyo School of Music and Dance, where his expertise and mentorship inspire musicians and performers aspiring to reach next heights. So,
Wow.
Jeff,
That's
you've accomplished just so much,
It's a
and you're
lot.
still doing
amazing.
it. But you know,
Thanks so much. Can we get a pulse check from all the 61% women that are listening to the radio show right now? I
They're
hope it wasn't too
impressed.
long and we didn't lose anybody. Okay.
No, no, no.
Well,
It's
thanks so much.
spiking.
Thank you
They're all
for.
impressed. The phones are ringing, Jeff.
Oh,
Phones are
okay.
ringing off
Great.
I'll screen here.
All right,
I'll
let's
get-
take line number one.
That's what an amazing life you're living. Does the music
Yeah,
keep you young? Sorry, Kimmy, but I'm just thinking the music and the film and
no, please,
the
yes,
art and
that's what
everything
it
that you're
is.
involved in.
I want to say for me on a daily basis, what keeps me young, and I think this resonates for a lot of people, and at least I hope it does, is I try to find unique and new learnings on a daily basis. I try to be a beginner at something at least once every single day. Because I mean, you remember when you were going to school or when you were learning how to drive, when we were learning how to like produce or listen to music, how to talk on the radio. I mean, everything was just it was so new, it was so fresh. And I think by surrounding yourself with these type of experiences and also like new people on a daily basis as well too, you're kind of forced, on like almost like a DNA molecular level, and of course, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually for some people as well too. You're a new person every day. And I like to think that is something that keeps me and a lot of the people that I really cherish in my life young as well.
Wow, that's it. So I've heard the saying, try something new every day to stay young,
That's-
to stay it. I like that better though. Be a
Oh, thank you.
beginner every day. Be a beginner.
Be a beginner.
amazing.
That's great.
That's a quote of my year, actually. I think I should think about doing that. I'm trying at new things every month, but I'm not trying new things every day. I would think about doing that though.
Be a beginner. And honestly, it's such a blessing to still at this age have people that always constantly for lack of a better word, like school me or scold me or tell me that I'm doing wrong or tell me that I'm doing right, getting a pat on the head. I'm not too proud for that, you know. To be able to always be a student at something is so exciting, you know. And I've never lost, I'm glad that I never lost touch with that side of myself, that I let my ego um, kind of take away from a lot of the fun and a lot of like the new experiences in life. And yeah, just be humble. And I think that doing new things on a daily will keep you humble.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And what
I've
you
known this
said, oh,
guy
sorry,
for a
go
very
ahead.
long time, and probably easily over a decade.
Yeah, like 15
Yeah,
years.
something like that. Yeah. But I've never seen you, over you being somebody that has too much ego. You've always been level-headed, uh, very down to earth, great to speak to, just hang out, even just hanging out. But even in the studio, when he's working with artists, he brings out the best out. That's probably why he's one of the top producers. He brings out the best from every artist
Thank
that
you.
he
Well,
works with.
it's hard to be super egotistical when you have a superstar like this in the room, you know. So, but
Okay,
but
I'm
talking about?
keeping track.
thanks.
I'm keeping score. Embarrassing moments for Kimmy, 3. Kimmy's
So,
embarrassed.
one.
Jeff, 5 times.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
what I liked really that
I'm
you
pretty
said
good at this
also?
game.
You're gonna win, aren't you? When they started out off air, guys, they're just everybody listening. They want to outdo each other. Jeff and Kimmy are gonna outdo each other. Who can embarrass the friend the most? Um, to that point, Kimmy, that you just brought up about how Jeff is such a great producer and with his artist, but everything that he touches turns to gold and sometimes diamonds. Um, I think part of your success, it sounds like, is what you said, Jeff. I love to meet new people every day, meet people that are out that you
Mm.
don't really know anything about. Don't you find, couldn't the world use more of that right now? Like, get to know a new person, that's why this show is so great. I think the Kimi Kato show, because I'm learning every day by Kimmy that I'm here. And it's just great to meet people and be open to new experiences.
Absolutely, absolutely. I really do believe that, you know, I don't like to look at life in limitations, right? Because it's really just a
Agreed.
construct of our mind. But the fact of the reality is that people do live in like a time-based or time-ruled society. And so, you know, even like the little fragments of time that we have together, or the fragments of time that I have with some of my uber popular and everly busy like K-pop and J-pop stars, right? I don't have a lot of time with them in the studio. So what do I do? What can I do to maximize any of the time that we have together, you know, and to create music or to really, you know, create something lasting, create something exceptional for both of us? Is the only thing is to just be genuine and as authentic as possible in that moment. Because when you can be the clown in the room, or you can be the first guy naked in the room, and you can show, and I show all of my shortcomings, I show all of my complexes, you know, I'll wear everything. I'll wear my entire self on me at all times. Um, the first thing that happens is it kind of shrinks our timeline because we don't have to deal with each other's egos. Or 5 minutes ago you had a really bad phone call with like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or you weren't really feeling something right. You know, you don't, all that leaves the door when it just becomes energy to energy and just person to person, and all of the rest of like that, just the BS just goes out the window, and we can just focus on the mission at hand. And that is, I think, ultimately it's just positive creation. Thanks, Jeremiah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I would love to actually, introduce some of Jeff's songs,
Yeah, please.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, you want to
I
take a
think,
little break, Kimmy, and play some
yeah,
music?
I think so.
What?
To begin with, I'd love to hear some of Jeff's songs that brought you the best moments in your career.
Oh, sure.
And do you want to introduce it?
Absolutely. I believe the first song will be, this is actually my first ever mega hit. And this is the song that got me the Songwriter of the Year in Japan as well, too. It's with an artist called JUJU featuring Jade. They're both fantastic singers, mega superstars in Japan. And people recognize me back in, I want to say, the late 2000s as They recognized me for my sound and for the type of content that I was writing. And it was really just a lot of love songs for around a decade or so. Some of them happy, most of them not. But it's always, sometimes the ones that are not are always the most beautiful and meaningful and impactful. And I'm so lucky that so many felt that way. So sorry, without any further ado or delay, please listen to JUJU featuring Jade. Ashita ga Kurunara. Thank you.